Hello and welcome to Warlordnipple's Let's Play of Hegemony Gold, Wars of Ancient Greece. I'm going to dive back into the game. When we left off in the last video, we took all of Thessaly over, all the way up to these mountains and in the water, and the Phocians keep coming in and harassing us, so we're going to have to deal with them, and then we're going to launch an invasion from Pella east into, this is essentially our homeland, we just never took it back. So, we need to get that land back. That's ours. These fools have stolen it from us, whoever these are. I'll find them in a second. Let's get our Peltas out. You're not going to be able to chase us. We're a little bit faster than you. Need to withdraw properly, and they did. Oof. Let's see if they can get lured away from this heroic shrine. I'm actually going to run into these. They're spearmen. Okay, that's a terrible decision on their part. I have some Thessalian cavalry, I'll bring them down. This is very annoying. This guy's gonna get engaged on two fronts. Oh well, this has almost regenerated all of his walls. Still just send the cavalry in. Harass them with Peltas, and the Amphictyonites can regenerate up here. Whoa, 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 cavalry. You know, we can get some allied Peltas up. Yeah, let's get an allied Peltas up. Bring him over here. We're just harassing until he loses all of his manpower. Ooh, that's not good. These guys might not get away. Oh, they got away. He stopped awkwardly. And you can do this with Peltas if you have time to micromanage them. Our kingdom's in a pretty easily defensible position, so I do have time to do that. And our hoplites are coming down. These Amphictyonites need to regenerate. Yeah, he's lost almost all of his guys, and he can't run. Scoot away. And he's still losing guys right here. And he's trying to block off my cavalry. He just doesn't really have any options because he's so slow. And that's all the enemies I can see on the map right now. We're going to split them up. Because I think you do more damage if you attack from behind. I don't know if that's true though. Kinda looks like that. Everyone these guys are attacking is falling. And there we killed the last hoplite, and now we can attack this group of hoplites. He's gonna send up more. Really makes me want... I have plenty of money, I'm just gonna buy some Peltas. I'm gonna get a couple units of Peltas down here. Let's get two more. Let's start sending them down as soon as we can. Let's get them away. Good away, Peltas. No, he lost a unit. Let's get these guys down. We'll just have them walk so that they'll accumulate guys on their way down. Oxcart defeated. Oh, he's trying to siege the town. our hoplites are coming down now. We're about to destroy these guys, so I'm not even going to have our hoplites really engage them. Looks like they'll engage them anyway, because they're just kind of in our path. Oh, he lost his last unit, and now our Peltas can all attack this guy. I'll bring our Amphictyonites down too. See, our hoplites are losing a couple guys, but this guy is he's losing tons of morale because he's outside of his morale thing's range. We're gonna try and capture him. Yeah, if we capture him, we're just gonna kill him. Killed both of them, and oh, it'd be great if he would engage. Yeah, I think he engaged over here, so let's get this cavalry. This cavalry's gonna come over and hit this guy from behind. This isn't blocked, so why... Where is his guy supposed to be coming from? Oh, it's now he's getting guys, okay. Allied Metropolis, how many guys does Metropolis have? Let's make sure. And he's good guys. Take him from Chalcidan. I think it's not as long of a route at Olusan. It's definitely not as long of a route. See, the guys have to come all the way around here to get to the city. And we're hemorrhaging our morale. That's not good. Will I be able to... I couldn't even engage him. That's terrible. So I lost control of these guys, but my Peltas are coming down and they're almost totally full. I'll have them run down. And these cavalry will be decimated. Sorry, I tapped my mic, scratching my eyeball. And he's going to send his hoplites running at me. We're going to run all of our Peltas away. That's the problem with grouping them together like that or selecting them all, is they run really stunted. Let's get 2 of our Peltas and going in one direction, the other one will go in the other direction. Alright, now the city's not revolting anymore. And these guys are just going to get torn up by all these Peltas. They should anyway. Yeah, they're starting to lose morale now. I think getting attacked with the pelts in the back does tons of damage to your morale. Looks like they've gone into formation, like some kind of maybe circle formation or something to prevent me from doing this. But we are going to try and chase these fools down and slaughter them. I can catch them right here. Not be escaping. They slowly escape over time. See, now there's 2 guys gone. So now there's only 10 left once I get there. Pythion is recovered. Well, let's get Pythion down here with the Amphictyonites. Put him in with these cavalry. These will be our backup guys that come to save the city. And these Peltas can all hang out in this fort. They can come from this other direction. Alright, now that we've finally handled the Phocians, and now they have no men here. I think they were going after the city because it was one of theirs and they really wanted it back. But now we are ready to launch a large invasion into the east. We're going to take our militia, and we're going... I don't want to take that from the Paeonians because they haven't even bothered me. So I'm going to take this fort. Rebuild this, and I'm going to start sending my phalangites across this little river. And the Hypus. Where are the Illyrians? They've come because of these sheep. I don't care enough. realize I had a leader there. We'll get a group of Peltas here, and these guys will be the ones that capture these sheep every year. Computers are obsessed with sheep, so they'll come down and just try and steal your sheep really fast. I am going to engage these Peltas. There are a ton of them, though. This is not going to be great. Hopefully I can engage with 2 of them, and I couldn't. That's not good. It looks like I engaged with that one over there, and I'll get these spearmen down. They can engage these Peltas. It looks like we killed 2 of them. Now we have a chance. And these Peltas, we got 3. Maybe just 2? Yeah, 2 engaged. Oop, I forgot that I had guys running over here. Yeah, it's a lot of scout cavalry right there. Let's focus all. We don't need to focus all. We're going to focus most everything on the southern area. These guys can all just come hang out. This guy can come over. He's going to bring all of his units over. Fine, whatever. We're going to attack this northern city first. With all of these guys. It's kind of a bad idea to put all your units in a city that doesn't have walls, because I can capture the city if there's not too many entrances. Like if there's only one entrance and it looks like there's just one, I can capture the city from the side. I need to come back over here and deal with any of these Peltas that I haven't caught yet. There we go. Taking care of business over here. Let's get these phalangites back in the city. And we'll take some of these these sheep back to the city too. Alright, Thermaic Gulf. Okay, so we just have guys coming in here. So now he's engaging with scout cavalry. I'm gonna walk around. See, I'm showing you what I was talking about earlier. I can capture the city, and some cities only have 1 or 2 entrances, and so now even if he comes out, he's gonna lose this city. And now, finally, because this is a Kingdom of Macedon city, we don't have to worry about revolts. So I don't have to leave anyone in here, and I can put up some walls. Which I'm going to do immediately, and I will put... I'm not going to put anyone in there right now. Some cities are independent, like this one. Basically, they're very weak, and they will almost only bring up guys when I'm attacking them. But we are going to take this city right now. See, we took the farm early. And see, if they come out, they're only going to... Oh, Olynthus First Blood. Here's the objective. An army from Olynthus sacked Pella within the past decade, and the Chalcidan League continues to occupy the Macedonian border cities of Macedonia and Thermia. Was one of these that... Nope, apparently they weren't. Those are some farther eastern cities. The Chalcidan League plans to expand its borders even further and forcibly install Philip's half-brother Menelaus on the throne of Macedon as a puppet king. Objective group. Campaign through Macedonia to the coast at Strategia to counter the threat from the Chalcidan League and broaden your lines of communication between Pella and Amphipolis. Alright. There's a lot of P's in Greek words. Alright. I'm going to start reading these from now on when I enter a new area, because I've noticed I haven't been reading them, and they give a little background into why you're doing each objective. So Mount Kisos, this is just Mount Kisos overlooks Anthemius Valley, just take it over. So just capture, is this Mount Thesis? Nope, some other fort. Thermea strategically is important as the only city of Macedon on the coast of the Thermaic Gulf. That would be... Thermae. Oh, it's right here. So I gotta take that. Let's just capture Thermae. That's one of my home cities again. Thought this city was on the Thermaic Gulf. Maybe it's Nope, it's a Kingdom of Macedon city. I have no idea why they said that. And that retake Macedonia. The region of Macedonia sits like a cap on top of the Chalcidan Peninsula. That's right here. And that allows us access. There's a couple little cities in each of these fingers, and that'll allow us access to that. Lake Bulba. When traveling past Lake Bulba toward the Sturman Gulf, you will encounter the city-state of Arethius. The logistic bonus for controlling the Shrine of Arethusa can make this area an efficient staging point for armies and campaign. Let's see where Arethusa is. Zoom in. Right here, and here, yes, this is a good bottleneck point. See, there's only one way to get in unless you walk all the way around. But I'm going to move farther. I'm going to move up here because there's several cities that are nice to take. Have a reunion with, and then I'll read these objectives as we're getting closer to these cities, because I can't even see some of these cities. Yeah, there's a lot of, but we do have a reunion with Aristotle. For those of you who didn't know, Aristotle was friends with Philip, and he also tutored Alexander. Sorry, he tutored Alexander. Brain farted in the guy's name. He tutored Alexander in Alexander's youth. Alright, we're gonna have these Peltas come around. Oh, he's in tons of trouble. He's running right into the Phalangites with everything. But we're still capturing the city with these Peltas now, even though he's sending out units. So he just lost all those units that were inside the city. He's about to lose this group of units too. Yep, they just lost that. We just got some new slaves, and Thermae is now very poorly defended. We're going to bring these catapults over to Parabola. Should we go to Crestonia? Crestonia, let's go to Parabola. We'll go to Crestonia next. Alright, so we've taken the fort. Let's move the militia back. This city, this fort can just, or this farm can just connect to this fort. And we'll connect this city directly to Amaphaxis, or whatever its name is. Another level up. Great. Which one was this? This one must have been... Oh, it's the one that was engaging these guys. Their heroics is getting really high now. As you can see, they get 163 morale, as opposed to just the 100 they start with, which is very nice to keep them from routing. And it looks like a bunch of these farms are available to... they have food in them, is what I'm trying to say, which is great, because that'll keep our campaign going for longer in this direction. And I'm moving these Phalangites because they're too valuable. I'm just going to pull spearmen here. I have plenty of money, especially for spearmen that are my allies, and I'm going to build this wall, and then I'm going to delete them. Whenever you delete units that are the right faction inside a wall, it gives you the manpower back, so it won't even be wasting any manpower. No free supply nodes in this city. We're going to connect this city to Pella, and this will be one of Crestonia's farms. Now let's move on to... we're going to move down to Thermae. We'll send this guy here and take that over. I'm letting my guys regenerate a little bit of their manpower. We're almost ready to move. Oh, we have a general here for you, group of guys. Alright, this unit's ready to move out. Oh wow, he sent out the small group of Phalangites and some Peltas. Alright, we're going to turn and we're going to engage them. Phalangites move so much faster than hoplites, it's fantastic. So he only gets 50 morale because it's a mercenary group. Like what I was talking about before, if you get charged more for units if they're not your faction or your allied faction. And an even worse thing about them, about using hoplites or any of the, the melee units, is they lose half of, or they lose 50 morale. I guess it's not half, it's usually half of their starting morale. But you can't even build that up with heroics. So it's very bad. They lose a lot of morale very quickly. You can see, for any tutorial bits, you can see when you're engaged, when you click on a unit, you can see the modifiers. So locked in combat means they're into combat to move around. And then you can see this one has low morale and this one's getting flanked. So it says the unit is receiving a flanking penalty because it is engaged from combat from more than one side. The penalty drains the unit morale in proportion to how heavily engaged and surrounded it is. So if you're just like this little side, it's not going to drain morale. But if you're coming from the back, it's going to drain morale very, very fast. You can see it's draining morale pretty quickly because I'm engaging him. I'm started to engage him from the back. Alright, so let's go capture this city. He has almost no units there. Ooh, this city's already lost all of its walls, and I just hadn't sent a unit to take it over. There we go, we took it back. It's a Kingdom of Macedon unit. It must have been a walled city that just got cut off from us before the game actually started. So we're going to send a unit up to take some of these. Take this mine. Actually, we're going to send... only one unit is going to... Actually, we're going to take spearmen to do that. These spearmen can do that. Everyone else can go and engage in Crestonia. We don't need to be sending our phalangites to take mines. Build walls and whatnot. Now Crestonia... and we'll connect them directly. The Paeonians are engaging. I have plenty of food in these cities, though. I'm just going to let them try and deal with this. It's unfortunate the city's walls are so terrible, but he's kind of got me surrounded. Retake Thermae. I just captured Thermae very quickly. We didn't even see it. Migrants appeared in Alamapia. Let's send those migrants to Alamapia. Get that up to 5 of 6. And we'll capture this unit. He was coming over to try and reinforce, but now he's running away. And now we're actually getting into the Chalcidan League's vicinity. Crestonia, it's got quite a few units. We're going to send these guys right past the doorway. See, the doorway shows you where the units come in. We're going to engage in every front, that way they have no way to get out. He's just killing my watchtowers. Oh, he split apart his units, okay. Well, now we're going to engage you. Oh, it looks like he's stopped trying to... I haven't gotten all my units out, that's what's taking so long, but it looks like he stopped sieging places and conquering places, but he's not moving to reinforce, which is very odd. Alright, just lost. Let's send them down to take out these archers. Phalangites leveled up. Fantastic. Let's give them some logistics. Which one was that? These guys. Fantastic. We took another one of our walled cities back. Oh, and we got Perdiccas, a general that we had won from some objective down here, but we just hadn't taken the requisite stuff yet from him. Let's get these guys back in Tempania. I always forget when I send units out to get the sheep back into the city too. Sometimes they'll just end up sitting there forever and eat all the sheep themselves. Alright. So some of these cities, like this and this, are still Macedonian cities. So I think we're going to send these phalangites and hypus over there to take them. And we'll connect Crestonia to Parabola, something like that. And capture some slaves. We'll need some slaves to this mine. Let's bring these guys down. And this is a city on a hill. You can sometimes hit, if you tell them to attack, they'll try and get right up to the city, or the fort, I mean. But if you just put them close enough, sometimes they'll attack it on their own. And I know this is one of those places where they can actually attack it. They're just being goofy and won't, unless you directly encourage them to go to the right location. We're going to have these phalangites go back and... Oh, we're in the middle of winter. That's why we're not regenerating any guys from here, because this is only connected by water. Or it was, now it's connected by this land route. Sturman River. Amphalos the Spear One land. Spear One land is any land that is taken from an enemy by force and incorporated into the kingdom. This is accomplished by colonizing a city after it has been captured. When a captured city is designated for colonization as part of an objective. Sorry, it's really late right now for me, and I'm just having trouble reading some of these things. Moving Philip into the city will convert it into a city of Macedons. The population becomes native Macedonian, provides Macedonian recruits, and will not rebel. Capture and colonize the strategically important city of Amphipolis to gain control of the lower Sturman River Valley and the western approaches of the mines of the Mount Pangaeus region. Which looks like this region over here. Alright, so now we're putting a dent on this map. Look at that, we have a little tiny amount of the map, maybe a tenth or something. Used to just have nothing. That's the great thing about this, is the seamless transition. You can zoom all the way out or you can zoom all the way in. Every one of these cities available for conquer from the start of the game. I mean, as long as you get triremes. I mean, you could technically walk there, but that would just be brutal. And after you finish the little tutorial. But if I wanted to, I could get, after I get my triremes up, I could load up a ton of guys in one of these port cities, move them over here and attack Anatolia, attack Byzantium, come down here, and this is where Sparta is. I could attack them. I could just run over to Crete. Crete's one of my favorite places to attack, and I love their units. I usually ally them. You can ally people via this. Oh yeah, because you can't in the scenario. In the sandbox scenario and in the Spartan and Athenian scenario, I usually ally the Cretians, because then they give you ally. Then when you ally someone, they just give you their cities. It just ends up looking like this, basically. A Thessalian friendly city with the Kingdom of Macedon, and then you recruit allied units from there. But they have the best archers in the game. Persians might give them a run for their money, but the Cretians are still very, very good archers. Oh, and then we have into the Rhodops. The Rhodops is islands. Oh no, they're not islands. They're this area. I'll read about that when we get closer. This is basically the Thracians, who have some really good Peltas units. As you can see, they're loading them up. Western Odryssian Kingdom. We're going to move all of our Peltas in. Or, I mean, we've been interrupted by Peltas. We're going to move these guys in. Hypus, don't want our Hypus getting decimated, but these are the good Peltas they have. I guess they're tribal javeliners is what they're called. But they are very good units. Tighten the noose, I didn't even know. Oh, it was defeating Odryssian units. Alright, so we defeated 10 of their units. Defeat 10 of their units or capture all of their cities. They have tons of cities, so that's kind of hilarious. Some countries like the Paeonians, you could foreseeably do that. They only have these 3 cities. Alright. These guys are almost in position. Let's see. Yeah, they're getting in position. We'll send him up to take that over. Oh, it looks like he's trying to move all of these guys. Well, we have a couple Peltas. This can actually be a difficult city, so we'll move our whole army over there. Let's get our Peltas separated from the Phalangite and the sheep. They'll only move as slow as the slowest unit, so it's good to keep things away from sheep because they are very slow. And now we get migrants over here for some of these cities that are our old cities. Open a supply corridor, capture Basaltia. You've retaken Basaltia as part of your campaign. You can establish supply lines and stockpile the city with food to set it as a staging ground. Fantastic. Oops, didn't mean to create that guy. Let's capture these farms. Let's capture this watchtower. Let's connect this to Crestonia. There we go. Yeah, you can engage from there. There you go. Alright, so the Chalcidan League are these areas which I think were colonized by Greece a long time ago, and we just have this kind of area up here, pretty much up to Macedonia. Mount Kisos. Capture the fort at Mount Kisos. Ah, that was this fort that I didn't know where it was. Well, we've successfully captured it, and now we can begin our engagement with the city. Let's get him in the grouping. There we go. It looks like the Odryssians. The Odryssians have a very big problem with their ability to have melee units. They just aren't really very good at having melee units. Looks like they have a lot of guys built up here. Tons and tons of peltas and 3 hoplites. I really want them to garrison themselves inside of a city like idiots. It'd be very helpful to me. Let's get these farms connected. There's so many farms full of food. It's going to be fantastic. Some areas you have to invade them and they're just terrible to invade because they don't have very many farms, and they don't... The guy who has the land just has tons and tons of men in there. That's how this guy would have been if he hadn't wasted all of his troops trying to engage me. Yeah, all these mines are full. We have tons of slaves, that's how we're getting so much money. See, mines, plus 1,274. So we wouldn't even have enough money. We would have half that amount if we had put workers in there. And if we didn't bother with mines at all, we wouldn't be able to field even as many units as we have. Let's send the Hypus. The Hypus can deal with both of them. I'm not even sure if the Hypus will lose anyone versus Spearmen. Spearmen are very bad. Yeah, he's already got low morale, he's already about to flee. Somehow flanked them. It's just one unit. Alright, we took the mine. Let's connect it. Can't connect to either of these places. Alright. Well, we're going to connect this to Pella, because Pella has a ton of connections. It has 16, which is just an insane amount of connections. We don't need to connect Parabola. We'll connect it directly like that. And Parabola can then take this mine, and this can just be like a little dead zone that are all still connected through Pella. And these lines aren't as nice, but what am I going to do about it? I would rather have functionality rather than super nice lines. Ah, jeez. My guys are... These guys have engaged the city already. Oh, there's some cavalry, there's some phalangites. I'm going to take these peltas. Let's take them separately. We're going to move them right up to the city, and then we're going to take the city as soon as these guys finish firing. There we go. Now we can take the city. Just grab the city out from under them. They didn't even notice. The city's begun to rebel. That's fine. We'll get a couple spearmen there because the Athenians can come and annoy me here. We'll have we'll have our guys engage these peltas. Oh, we are losing manpower there. Or not manpower, but morale. But these guys will rout, and then the morale loss won't be so bad. And we can engage these guys with our peltas. Come on, take those guys out. There we go. Now we have our morale. Our morale's going to be back a little bit. We'll engage these guys from 2 directions. The catapults can attack units too. They just are very slow, but I believe they do a pretty decent amount of damage. Kingdom of Pyrrhus. Seriously? This is a kingdom that's like right around here. It's above this kingdom and below the Illyrians, but they usually don't come over here. I don't really know what they're doing over here. This is way too far away for them. But it looks like we've crushed the Chalcidans. Yep. No, none of our units lost, guys. And now we have tons and tons of slaves. And this city, and now we can connect across the Gulf like that. So now, if we needed to, I mean it's winter, so we can't now. But if we needed to reinforce with guys from over here, instead of having to go all the way around, they could just go right to Pydna. Well, they wouldn't even have to do that. They could go to Alazan and then Pydna, and then this city. It's good to have multiple routes to all of your stuff. After I take Amphipolis, I think I am going to possibly hold there and take the Paeonians, because I want some of their units to engage all these Peltas that keep coming at me left and right. I'm gonna get another Phalangite unit here. I'll recruit from that city. With 2 Phalangites, I'll be able to handle these Peltist incursions really, really easily. Let's use some logistics. Oh wow, we have a lot of guys coming at us. Let's move these guys back. This is we'll take these guys out and tell them to build a wall that'll defend the city. I'm gonna bring these guys down. And I'm going to take Macedonia. I'm probably going to take all 3 of these cities in one sweep, but after I take Macedonia is when we'll stop. We might be able to do the exact same thing we just did to this city and take it out with the catapults and then come in and run right by them. Bringing all of his units over here. Oh, you guys stop. I'm gonna have to pause. He's loading up all of his guys into the city, and I can see that there is only one entrance into that city. So I definitely want him to load those all up, and then I will engage all my units there. Yep, get in there. Alright, now time to bring all of my units over. My Peltas in position right in front of the doors. Ox cart's getting defeated. Yeah, it's because of these guys. Yeah, he's gonna try and separate all of them. Let's get our spearmen in just the easiest group. Yeah, we engaged. Doesn't look like they're special in any way. Some people have some special Peltas. Oh, it looks like he set some spearmen up here to harass me, the Odryssians. But we have walls, so they aren't really going to do anything. I'll get another group of Phalangites in the capital, and those guys can be the people that repel these little incursions. We gotta make sure that we're engaging as many of these guys as possible. We just took out one group. Alright, we're grabbing that group. Got that group. Alright. Alright, looks like that's all of them. I'll just kill them off. Yeah, I'm gonna kill that one guy off. Cares. There we go. This guy's gonna be really well leveled up by the time we come back over and start fighting. I should have probably done that was dumb. I should not have given heroics to a spearman. I should have gone with logistics so he ate less food. Is that this Phalangite? Yeah, it was. Alright. Yeah, let's get some food over there. Alright, see now he's having a ton of trouble because the only place he can come out this one little area. But he's going to engage us with some units. Oh jeez, he's going to engage us with several units. Oh, he's got so many guys. But he's hemorrhaging so much city defense. And who's that? Edessa? Oh, there's this guy. I don't know if he's going to move these guys over in time. So many peltas. Oh, he's losing it. Oh, let's move these companions so that they can surround him. Oh, there we go. Took that city. That was brutal. Got a couple more spearmen there. The city cannot connect to any other cities. So it can connect to this guy and then connect to the mine. We can use all of our new slaves on that mine. Alright, are phalangites up? No. Oh, I really don't want them to attack that. Ah, he's going to anyway. Well, if I send these spearmen out to engage their spearmen, that might stop them. Hopefully. Now I wasn't paying attention and this happened. But his units aren't good enough to take out the companion cavalry, so we're going to come down here and engage him from two sides. Oh, that was very rude of you, sir. Alright, looks like he has almost nothing here. He's moving Feltus over to try and engage me, I guess. Oh, I got right at the entrance, perfect. So now all his Peltus come out right into my spears, and I'll capture it from the other side. More slaves. More slaves. I think I'm just going to have to connect Pella with this fort. The city still only has 3 too, Jesus. Oh, Macedonian is going to have a ton, isn't he? Oh no, he's going to have 3, jeez. These cities are all really hard to connect. We need to let these phalangites rebuild. We can rebuild from Thermae. Where? I'm going to bring our spearmen down to build up these walls. Alright. And Crestonia has a leader. We can give that to these guys. These guys can hang out at Parabolia. Because he has a tendency to come down here and attack. The Western Odryssians do. Oh, now he's sending out another group. He can't take the city. But he's still not really going to be able to do anything because these are just spearmen. Oh, there's some hoplites finally. We're letting our guys regenerate right now. We'll take these farms, but we're going to put them in camp and forage mode. After I take Macedonian, that's when we'll stop, which will be fairly soon. These phalangites should level up. They're just taking tons and tons. There we go. Migrants appeared in Almapia. Let's give more people to Almapia. You eventually will run out of, or you'll have more migrants than you can do with cities. Even though it seems like it'll be a long way away, since I can have 7 more guys there, another guy there, I can have 5 more guys there. Some of these cities are getting close to max. But yeah, you can very quickly have too many migrants once you start messing around in Anatolia and stuff. keep in mind that everyone else's cities already are maxed out on the population. This is a special thing only for this scenario. What am I doing? Let's get these spearmen up. I'll change your home city to that city. Same for you. Well, you're not connected to anything. Guess you can connect to there. Ah, this is the city I connect everyone to. It's got 12 connections. And tons of hoplites. This will obviously be done in the next video. So we just gotta clean up here, capture all these little slaves. They can go back up into this mine. The city has no food, and it would be a problem, but we have, but it's one of our cities. Fantastic. Can go out and build walls. Linthus, oh my god, those are some siege walls. 1800. Whew, that's going to be an epic battle for the next video. Yeah, 40 guys there. Let's send them all up to that mine. Let's merge all these guys. Looks like we've regenerated most of our guys. Yeah, so you can see when you hover over the recruitment how slowly sometimes it goes. See, it's taking, you know, it's like 1% every few days because, why is that? It's because they're out. Now let's change that. That's why it's important to switch these guys around all the time. Olympiia, they're almost out. Let's change them to Aegea. So you have 2 places that have full manpower and a bunch of places that have none, so we're just wasting manpower by having these guys grab manpower from cities that already have it, which is something that I did not know about the first time I played. It's pretty useful to make sure that you have your units switching which is their home city constantly. That way you can not be wasting the manpower regeneration rate of some places. We have the Athenians coming at us again. From all directions. Well, we'll be fending that off in the next video. And now we have all of our slaves combined. I can end this video. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. Please remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. And I will respond to any comments or any questions if you have any. If you're wanting to know any more about the game. It's a great game. Please go out and buy it.